Y'all need to watch under y'all damn nuts.
Welcome to Squeal on Bent TV. I am Andy McNamara. I am joined by Dean Arcuri and Mr. John Richards. And tonight we are talking about ageing. And because of that, I'm going to John first.
Oh, you bitch.
So I'm not Mr. Okay.
Yeah, you're master.
Well, it's a whole other show.
No, we were talking earlier about aging and about, we were saying there's a very twink look. There's many things I think most of us when we come out become twinks as a kind of default because we don't know what else we're meant to be.
Yeah.
Even if it's totally inappropriate
I did
for
try
our
that
body
whole
types.
vest with no top on thing,
yeah.
but it was like
nipples.
a vest that I would wear to a wedding, and it was really fancy, and I just looked stupid with jeans and things too much.
Yeah, so we all have a go at that. But there's other things talking about, even the men who that suits, there is an age that you age out of that. And there are certainly, I think, gay male looks that only really are
For a
age
certain
specific.
period of time in your life as
Yes.
well.
Yep.
Not just age, but a period of your gay life.
Yep.
And so how do you move from one to the other, I guess, is my question.
Quickly.
How do
You have to
do
do
the
it.
first
But
part
do
of it.
people, I mean, people mostly do, don't they? People, I think,
Yeah,
do.
but some don't. And some walk around at 38 carrying a skateboard still and trying to have the tight little pants.
Is
and-
that
I feel like the two of you don't
bad?
spend enough time out drinking on the gay scene to realise that a lot of them don't grow out of it enough.
Yeah.
Right.
Agree,
Quite frankly,
agree, totally.
don't grow
totally.
out of it enough, and it's weird. It must be said. It's an interesting thing when we enter into the gay aging realm, because what does it mean? You know, like I was speaking to someone who was actually saying we're in this kind of new frontier in this kind of stage of our lives at the moment, because
it's changing so much.
well, because what it meant to be gay and older 10 years ago is something completely different to what it
totally.
means now. When you're looking at the fight for equality, when you're looking at in relation to homosexuality and lesbians and everything else as well
Trans,
in
yep.
old people's homes, and we don't focus on it enough. And we're at this point now where we kind of drifting into this area, and what does it mean, and what do you do? And this conversation came about when it was actually a conversation about, well, what happens when you hit this point in your life where you're an older person who doesn't want to go out anymore, isn't in a relationship, and what does that mean? And I thought it was really funny because maybe it's just because of the number of things that I do and because of gay press and all of that la-di-da stuff. There's tons in the rest of the gay world.
But
It's
Toby
not just
Sullivan, the comedian Toby Sullivan, used to make this great joke. He said being gay was like being 21 for the rest of your life. And that expectation that you basically had to do this party stuff, and that's still kind of expectation. Like you're saying, how we've talked about gay retirement homes for decades now, and I still don't think it's actually
No, not happening.
happened.
No.
My dream of dreams would be to actually just have a house with all of my mates in it. We all have our own rooms and we've got a big space together, and it's just like a party house. But maybe because I'm partying for the rest of my life.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah,
a
well,
nightmare to me.
It doesn't have to be a party, but
We can have a Doctor Who room. It'll
It'd be nice to have a shared house.
Yeah.
I went and saw that director who directed Shampoo, whose name is
John Waters.
John Waters, and he was talking on and on about his 22-year-old porn star boyfriend and all the drugs they do, and someone asked a question out of the audience saying, you know, fair enough in the 50s when it was illegal to be gay, you lived on the edge and whatever, but now you're 74 and you're still doing the drugs and the porn star boyfriend or whatever. And he said, there are gay gays and straight gays. And
See, because that to me just sounds exhausting. The idea of the porn star boyfriend.
Yeah.
And I know we have been fighting for, like we've talked about, we have become quite mainstream. You know, we're fighting for things like marriage and superannuation stuff. But the thing is, I think it's fair. I don't mind kids 21 going out and being all crazy, but things as a 28-year-old as I am now, I don't feel any need to be living that.
I worry and feel
life.
that I'm being judged too much on this panel because I feel like it's something that can still be embraced, and you do it and do it your way. We have a different culture. We have a different life. We have
options, more options than ever.
Well, true, but what we do and how we do it, I think the mainstream gayness world that we're now in, it's only that if we choose to make it.
But
and
don't you
I think
think
it's
though?
not
Don't you think
that.
we're still pushing this idea that being gay is all dance parties and dance music and hands in the air and all that? Because I think
Well,
there is
according to certain festivals, that is
There's too
apparently
much of
all that
that.
our
Yeah.
community is about.
But-
and that's
but we
true,
know
but
there's
it's
more.
only because people don't see or do enough. Like, if you actually look in our gay community, there's the gay sporting groups, and a large number of people actually rejoin the gay and lesbian sporting groups that are here in Melbourne. In their 30s. They actually go back to it, and a part of it is I'm trying to upkeep my fitness, and a part of it is this is fun, and it's a way to hang out and be social with other queer people.
And it's a fantastic
That
place
is
to meet
not-
a partner, let me just say.
Well, that's what I mean. But I agree, because all that kind of stuff to me would be more
Not
interesting.
that that's what everyone needs to be doing, but
No,
there's
no.
tons of things, there's tons of activities, there's tons of stuff in the world around us. People just choose not to look for it.
Yeah, I don't know know if I'm convinced.
I see both your points are sort of valid. Like, there is too much dance party stuff, but there is more.
But it's only there because that's
the history, and that's what all
but
people
that's
think
all
that
people
is.
seem to
sells,
focus on.
yeah,
But there's
it's
an
true.
entire world that exists for everyone, whether you're older, younger, or whatever. It is there.
But do you think also internally that we're still frightened? I think gay men are frightened. I mean, everyone's frightened of aging. We live in a society in which youth is power. But, you know, I think we are...
We've got to take that power back.
But we are more frightened, I think, of aging. We were saying before, I kind of like bits of me that are getting old. Other bits I'm
love
not
it.
so happy about. But, you know, but there is stuff that it's... And it's, I do like not having to pretend I care about certain things anymore.
But again,
That's
the world's
good.
changing. It's better for you than it was for someone 10
Absolutely.
years ahead of you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So,
But it also is crazy because what does it mean? What does it mean for us in this new
we don't know,
fast-paced
but-
life about what it means to be an older person? And,
but
and
we
because
can
everything
determine
is-
that to some extent.
Well, we can, but we've got to kind of grab
Yeah.
gay aging by the balls, so to speak, and run with it.
Yeah. And I reckon
You're
sort of...
thinking weird metaphor, right?
I was
there.
thinking weird
Yeah.
metaphor. Also
Yeah.
dangerous, I thought.
I-
Health and safety
I reckon the
nightmare.
next few
Well,
years
maybe.
will be good for us, but the retirement village is probably the scary time when there aren't options, and there may not be for quite a while. And
But would
maybe
you
we have
want to
develop-
spend the rest of your life in
Well,
that sort of in a gay and lesbian retirement village? Like,
Well, yeah, more than an all straight retirement village where
Well, I
it's
think there is a point that,
grandchildren and-
retirement villages are genuinely just depressing. I think
I don't wanna
Logan's
be there,
Run
but-
had it right myself.
But you may have to, do something like that, and it'd be better with gay people.
yeah,
For
a
sure.
bit more Carly. Things
Yeah,
like
well,
No, you are the
See? Yeah.
you are the problem. It's you.
No, I am not the problem.
You can
but,
you can be gay and listen to blues music or something. It's possible. You may not believe it. But
No,
it's
I
possible.
believe it. I've listened to some of your tunes before, and it's great. But
Quentin Crisp said, "A lifetime of enforced listening to disco music is an unfair price to pay for one's sexuality," and I agree.
do you know what?
Right.
I went to the Out and Open Festival in Shepparton, and it was absolutely fantastic. And it was great and wonderful, and it's the third year that it's happened. And this is a community that don't have dance parties, don't have this young, gay, vibrant community. And it was country Victoria, full of trans people, gays, lesbians, and they've lived their entire lives happy, not going out every weekend and doing things. So it's there. We just need to embrace it.
Beautiful. I think you've said the final word. This has been Squeal with Dean, John, and Andy. You're on Ben TV. We'll see you next time. Thanks.